There we go. Hold on, why did this one... Ah, okay, here we go. I believe that we are now live. At least I'm getting the noise again. I'm getting an indication that the microphone is at least working. So, hello guys and welcome. I know I said in Hello Dave yesterday that the plan for today was to run some more materials in for the mining cutter. It's been a change of plans, so instead I'm over here at Martin Gateway at the station, and we're going to run some missions today. What missions exactly? I'm not 100% sure. I'm thinking we're going to try some passenger missions to see what we can actually make work here. Other than that, I think... Yeah, okay, so let's see what else. Waiting for 20,000 people seems to... Yes, of course, that's referring to subscribers. Not exactly sure. You know what? I should actually, I'll probably just do that. Give me a second here. I'll just, we should probably add us, because I don't expect to hit the 20,000 subscribers doing this live stream, but I believe that there's a good chance we could come pretty darn close. So you know what? We're just gonna quickly here, let's add a browser source. Let's add a browser. Let's call this for subs. I'm just gonna add a quick counter here to the stream. Should probably have done that before we started. Oh, there we go. Nice, and let's change that up like so. And should probably properties should make this 1920 times 1080, and we could go with a, let's say a 10 FPS. That should do it. With, oh, that didn't work. What happened? Oh no, there it is. There it is. That just took some time to figure it out. Perfect. And then, sorry for this. This is a bit. Oh, it dropped a bit. You see? Nope. What's the shortcut for this? Here we go. So just something very quick here before we start. Like that, and make this like smaller. Is that too small? I think that's too small. We'll do something like that. I think that should do it. Okay, just so we can keep an eye on it. And again, as I said, not expecting that we're gonna hit the 20,000 today or doing the live stream. That would be very surprised if that happened. But it's just nice to keep an eye on it. Andrew says, recommend passenger missions in Sothis. Well, that's not going to help the faction a lot if we run them in Sothis. Yeah, but I need to test something here, because it seems like YouTube have made a lot of changes. Oh, look at that. I now have yellow text in chat. Awesome. And it looks horrible on stream. Perfect. Okay. Anyway, I think we're gonna run some passenger missions, but as you can see here, there's a lot of the passenger missions. Oh, Hard Death 51, thanks a lot for subscribing. There's a lot of these passenger missions where they require first class cabins, as you can see here, for 4, 6, 8, 3 passengers, for not really a lot. Those that are these are all first class, and these, okay, wow, that's too far. What about this one? That's also very far. And this one, no, that was the one we looked at before. Are these all like go to hell and back? Mario, thanks a lot for subscribing, and welcome to the channel. Let's just count those slowly. So this one could be a potentially good mission. Okay, just got it twice. Fair enough. Because these are like, even though there's 3 destinations, they are all within reach. No, Sothis missions are still, the Rubico missions are still good. There's nothing changed there. And Lee, thanks a lot for subscribing as well. Oh, I think is the subscribe counter gone into some kind of infinite loop now, where it's showing if sometimes the subscription whatever thing will show a notification for every single subscriber ever since last time I streamed. I have to reboot it to make it reset. But okay. You know what, we're just going to try and board hop a bit just to see if we can get, because these are all, most of these are long range missions, or 3 multiple destination missions like this one that has 3 different destinations. And even though it's 5 influence points, it's still not great. So I think I'm gonna give this a little bit of board hopping just to see what happens. And if we can't find anything good, we might go over and try to run some data missions, see if we can find something there. The mission board right here is not really that good. And if everything else fails, we'll go out and do some combat missions and try those at the end. If we can't get anything else to work. There we go. Okay. Let's see what we got now. We got at least a bigger selection of missions, and we got some good influence here as well, so there's potential for something here. Let's show influence. So we have one here. 30 business passengers. So these are bulk missions that want to go, and these, okay. These are bulk missions. Problem is, and what is about this one? This is 45 business. I'm not really set up for these kind of missions, but I guess we could do them, because if I take 30, that's gonna take up, oh, we have 84. You know what, we could actually take this one. The ship is not really set up for this specifically. And I could take this one. They could go in the same. Good. Okay, we got 2 missions there. That's good. That's at least 2 times 10. Or 2 times 5, which is good. Let's see if we can get... jump into the private group. See if we can get something else. Oh, okay. Andrew says, do you recommend passenger missions in Sothis? Yes, Robigo to Sothis works. Some people have done this to Sears and to Sothis as well. That works too. Yeah, I know. This has been the thing with someone posted in the chat saying that if you attack an enemy ship, destroy the power plant, they will not instantly blow up. It's been like that for a long time now, though. Need help? Where do I grab pharmaceutical isolators? Pharmaceutical isolators you get from either running high-grade emissions in outbreak systems, I believe, or you can get it from that unauthorized installation. They also drop there. Yeah, Mimi Run has been nerfed. Okay, I haven't seen anything about that. I don't have a video on that, so I don't know. I just want to see what kind of cabins do I actually have left right now? I have a few economy cabins. Most of my business cabins are full, so we'll need to see if we can find a decent economy mission. We have one here, but it's to a surface outpost, and it's low influence, so I think I'm gonna give it another board hop. Lord Wall asks, finishing your mining cutter yet? Nope, I haven't actually touched that thing since the last live stream. So I'm planning to do as much of that cutter live as I can. But there's just been so many other projects this week that I've had very little time to give that cutter some love. And again, today we're doing something slightly different. So yeah, let's see if we can. Oh, passenger board. 0 missions available. Wonderful. That's just wonderful. So no, the mining cutter is far from done, and it will need a lot more attention before it's anywhere near finished. But again, I'm in no rush to finish it. Oh my god, just Rocket again, pretending to poop at work again. Sometimes the board flips you. True. Sometimes it seems to flip you off, at least. Do I like belugas? Belugas are okay. So here we actually have one 3+ inf to Advay settlement. Hold on. Wasn't that? That's where we're already going. So I will definitely take this because we have a little bit of influence. It's not a lot, but that can go in there. Where was that other mission? That was Garahaikal. So do we want to take a 2+ inf? No, we do not. You know what? I know we're not completely full, but I think we're going to fly with what we have just to get... Wait. Hey, Derek. Derek Spear is in chat. If you guys don't know him, he's the guy who has been donating one of the a button controller box for the 20,000 subscriber giveaway, which is going to happen in little less than a month now. So yeah, really looking forward to that. And I'm actually using Derek. I can't get my camera; it's mounted on a tripod, so you can't see it right now. But I actually have one of the boxes set up here under my secondary screen, and I've mapped it so that I can control the live stream just using like a small panel down here. So I can, for instance, mute my microphone. I think that's pretty neat. Anyway, I just have to check something here because someone actually posted something really interesting. Let's just go to the. I'm just gonna the Frontier store because someone posted that we can change the IDE. Let's just try something here. Game extras. How does this work? Can I click on the ship? Yeah, here we go. Okay, let's try this. Let me just see here. I need to change my scene. Again, nice to have my box. Here we have. So apparently, if we change the IDE to 270. Ah, then we see we have a crate Mark II out here. Interesting. Very interesting. And the other one, and obviously there are no paint jobs yet. But it's may be interesting to keep an eye on this when we get closer. And then we have the Alliance Challenger. Interesting. Thanks for letting me know. I'm going to keep an eye on this because they might actually put the paint jobs in before they're actually available. And then just not have them published so they will be like hidden. So this might be a good thing to keep an eye on because I'm very much expecting Frontier to have paint jobs ready for these ships at launch. I would be very surprised if they didn't. Okay, back into the game and let's find our first destination. Yeah, I really enjoy. I mean, a lot of people would use something like an Elgato, and of course that pretty much does the same thing. But there's just something about having physical buttons to do stuff like this, and the fact that it just, I mean, I can just keep it there, and I can then control my my live stream without having to constantly tap into the software, so I can adjust it even though it's not actually inactive. Mike, thanks a lot for subscribing and welcome to the channel. Thanks for helping me inch my way towards the 20,000. We might actually, I hope we could break. We should be able to break 19,900 today to get to really need less than 100. So it should happen sometime this week. According to the wiki, the crate doesn't sound like crate. Okay, kite. Also, so it should be the kite, not the crate. The kite. Okay. People asking about jump range. This Anaconda is a passenger Conda, so probably not that. No, see, it's 47 on this one. So not the best jump range. My camera Conda, I believe, is just shy of 60, but that thing needs an upgrade. I don't even think I have experimental mods on my frameshift drive, so I can probably push a light year or two extra out of that ship. But keep in mind, that ship is very heavy, because my jumper Conda is named that I call the camera Conda, because I carry 2 SRVs and Fluffy Pele do cat. Thanks for subscribing and welcome. Nat Freudian says, since Astro has mentioned, now I have to pronounce this right, the kite. The ship will be nerfed and become a sidewinder. Hey, we're getting interdicted. Oh, the ship. It's big and heavy. Now, skimmers has been nerfed, yes, but they're not been nerfed completely. I mean, they still pay the same, and you can still do them by shooting the skimmers from your ship. You don't have to actually go and go onto the planet and get them on your SRV. But you have been limited to, I believe, 5 missions now. So I guess you could do a skimmer run if you find a good station. I had a video way back about skimmer missions, but if those you could still do, and you could probably still do somewhere around like 60, 70, maybe 80. I don't know. I haven't tested it after they reduced the mission counter, but something like that. Yes, from Wikipedia, crate is pronounced, and I can't read that. Crate. Kite. Rhymes with kite. So kite. Okay, so the kite. Fair enough. And I need a piece of paper to keep track of my influence points so we can... What are we waiting for? We're waiting for 20,000 subscribers. Not that it's going to happen during the live stream, but hopefully it's going to happen eventually. During this week, I think. And I will try to... I'll try to see if I can live stream when it happens. But I did manage to live stream when 10,000 happened. But statistically, it's going to be difficult. Because it might happen... well, you could argue that it could happen at any time of the day. And since I often spend, well, sleep and go to work and stuff like that, it's 8 hours and then 8 hours at work. And a little bit of time spending on not playing computers. That leaves like maybe 4 hours that I could potentially be live streaming out of 24 in a day. So chances are it's not going to happen during a live stream. That being said, of course, the number of subscribers that you gain is not evenly distributed across the 24 hours of a day. I mean, during the night, there's a lot fewer. Matt Cat, thanks a lot for subscribing. Oh, there was one more that I didn't manage to catch there. I think it was Granado, but thanks a lot for subscribing as well. Oh, there we are, Granados. There was the notification. Thanks a lot for subscribing. Oh, we're getting close. And for those of you who maybe do not watch Hello Dave, plan is on the... Let me get the date right this time, because I actually said it incorrectly in the live stream. On the 14th of July, the plan is to do a 24-hour live stream. Flinder555, thanks a lot for subscribing as well. The plan is to do a 24-hour live stream starting on the 14th of July, which is going to be at 10 o'clock in-game time. So if you look at the in-game clock, it should be 10 a.m. That's when we are starting. And then, of course, 24 hours going forward. Chris docking here. And the plan is to Pigaro, thanks a lot for subscribing as well. The plan is that me and another commander called Cactus Juggler, we are gonna get a set of brand new commanders, so a Sidewinder and 1,000 credits, and we're gonna try to see how far we can get. The goal is to be flying an Anaconda before the stream is over. Oops, maybe I should put reverse thrust and landing gear and everything here. There we go. So that's the plan, at least, to try and do within 24 hours. And of course, during the celebrations, there will be giveaway of the boxes that I mentioned before from Derek Spear Designs. There's gonna be some stuff from Logitech, and hopefully we can get some paint jobs. Maybe, if we're lucky, we can get some paint jobs for new Kite and the new Challenger. Though I think that's unlikely, because they will still be so they will still at that point still be so highly regarded that that Frontier probably not giving them away just yet. And to ask the question, yes, we do have a factions called TerraX Astro Corp. We have Martin Gateway, and you could see Dunkel Aura actually posted the system name in chat. And that's what we're doing today. We're running missions for them, just to help our influence a little bit. And we're currently in an election, so it's now more important than ever. So here we have business passengers, so that's 5 pluses. Just gonna write that down. Track for our bookkeeping here. And these guys gives 3 pluses. Let's write that down as well.
Incoming mission critical message.
Can we try to take over Picum? I have no idea what system that is and how far away it is. But we do have plans for what we're going to do with the faction in the next, I would say, month or 2. So we do have plans going forward. But the plans are changed as things progress. So what might be the plan this week, we might change that next week if something else comes up. Is it possible to own and manage a station and system? Not really. You can get your name on the station, but that's about as far as it goes. But there is a little bit of management in it, in fact, so that you need to make sure that you keep the influence of the various factions where you want them to be, so that your system is stable. Which is one of the things that I'm doing right now. We are going to try to get our faction to win an election. And if we win that election, we are going to take over another station in system, probably just a small orbital station. If we lose it, we're going to lose our main station. So we're going to try and see if we can keep it. Take a look at it, Picum. Hold on, let's have a look where that system is. Just gonna get myself lined up with the dock, then we can have a look at where that system is. Come on. There we go. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. 186. Nope. Nope. Never gonna happen. What graphics card do you use? I use a 1080, not a TI version. It's just a normal 1080. TI was not launched when my current PC is built. Wonder if Elite will ever be cross-platform. It will never. I don't believe it will ever be more cross-platform than it is right now. It's unfortunate, but I do believe Frontier would love it to be, but I don't think it's going to be. And it's not because they don't can or don't want to. I simply just think it's a Microsoft Sony thing. Peachills, whoops, thanks a lot for subscribing, else I'm getting interdicted. So yeah, I think it's unlikely that that we're gonna see a fully cross-platform version of Elite. There we go. But there is parts of Elite that are cross-platform. For instance, the influence. So if you have a player faction, the whole BGS thing is cross-platform. So if you join a player faction, and you can participate just as much as the guys on PC as you can if you play on the consoles, because you're both adding influence to the same faction, and that is handled across all the platforms. And then there's the argument that, yeah, you might be able to get a PC Xbox crossover. That's likely. But problem is, I don't think Frontier would do that, because then you would really be putting the PS players in out of the side. Thanks a lot for the subscription, and welcome to the channel. Oh, we are past the 900. Do you use an X52 Pro stick? I did use an X52, but after many years of service, the buttons were beginning to be non-responsive. I had a few buttons that would only work like a third of the time, so I had to press them a lot of times to work. So I decided to go and get myself a new one. So right now I have an X56 Rhino. Not sure if I would recommend it. I haven't been plagued that much by some of the issues it has, but I know other people have really been having problems with it and are struggling with it daily. So I'm not sure I would recommend the X56. And Patrick, thanks a lot for subscribing as well. So I think, I mean, it depends on the price range that you're looking at in terms of joysticks. I probably want to upgrade at some point. The Logitech G... No, okay, so... Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, so I need to clear things up here. I believe that Logitech actually made a new version of... Let me actually look this up. I think they did a new version of the X56. Let me just check this. No. So, I'll show you guys. This is the one I have. And that I use right now. But I know they have a black version of it as well. And I believe that's newer. And I have no idea if that's... if that's any better. Yeah, see. So if we just put this up here again, you can see here from their homepage, they have this version of it as well. Exactly the same stick, it's just not blue. So I believe that this might be a newer version of it. But I'm not sure, there's some slight differences. There's a thingy there that I don't know what is, but it's not on mine at least. Oh, it's Logitech, okay, there's Logitech G logos. So those Logitech G logos are not on mine. That actually has absolutely zero Logitech branding on it. It only has Cytec branding, the one I have. Have they then removed the Cytec branding? They have. Look at this. If we look up the X56 here again and find some pictures of it. So you can see here. Oh, great. eBay or whatever it is. Amazon. Here, you can see here it has Cytec branding on it here. And here. Where if you go to the new Logitech version, it does not. That's blank, but it then has the Logitech branding up here on the front. So if you were to go for the X56, I would make sure, I'm not even sure if this is available yet, but I would make sure I got this version of it. You can see they still have the images from the old software with the old joystick. I would make sure I got this version because it's newer, and since Logitech has now put their G branding on it, you can be sure that the quality assurance done on these sticks are much better than it was on the old Cytec sticks. Because there has been a complaint with the Cytec ones that sometimes quality control wasn't that great. Anyway, that's just my recommendations. But I am also looking into other joysticks. There are a lot of others on the market. There are even ones that are currently being launched that I'm very excited about, that I might gonna give a look once they come out. Okay, so we have Kevin in chat who has the Logitech version. My stick creaks a little bit as well, but it's not too bad. Oh wait, I gotta go to passenger now. I'm not running missions. Yeah, it seems like, yeah, it's not a cheap stick either. And that's another 5 points. They don't like me. Gaia Heikel Crimson Council. Oops. Okay, let's go back. And should we just quickly have a look to see if they have any other passenger cabin? Because if they have something that's a little bit more optimal for what we're doing, we might want to change that. But generally, good quality joysticks are very expensive. You can get some cheap ones that might perform very well. But if you like the bigger versions or the flagship models, they often get very expensive. Yeah, again, as Chris says, then there's the Warthog, which is a very popular stick, but you will need pedals for your, unless you want to put yours somewhere else. Let's see what they have. Just go and have a look here. Do they even have passenger cabins on the station? No, they do not. Okay, never mind. We're gonna head back to LP and we're gonna get ourselves some more missions. But I would say if people are in the market for something like a Warthog at the moment, I would highly recommend giving Whirlpool a look as well. I can't remember where they're from. Is it Polish or something over in that area, I think. And they seem to be making, I have never tried any of their products, but from what I read, they do make quite high quality stuff. Problem is they don't have a throttle at the moment, but they do have one upcoming, so that could potentially be a very interesting product once it comes out. This is something that I'm keeping an eye on, and I might try out if when it comes out. And we have Leon here says that he has the Warthog, but yeah, he does use pedals. But I don't think using pedals is that much of a problem. I mean, if you, I don't know, could you bound like extra functionalities into the pedals, like have like a third one in the middle you could use for boost? That could be fun. So you had two pedals at the side for yawing left and right. and then a middle pedal, or if you like push both of them at the same time, you would boost or something like that. Let's see. Martin Gateway. Go. Pedals have toe brakes. What the hell are toe? Oh, okay, I can guess it's brakes you can use with your toe, but how? Can you post the model you have, because I want to know what that is. Toe brakes. Oh, we have someone also fitting mining cutters. Good choice. Good choice. That's actually pretty nice, because I actually don't have forward and backwards thrusts mapped to anything. I only have my throttle, so that means I have to put it in reverse every time. I don't have that fine adjustment, which you could do without when landing, but it would be nice to have. Yeah, my chair is, I mean, this chair was something I got very, very cheap, like I think a year and a half ago, and it creaks like hell. And it's not very good. The piston is not that good anymore, so sometimes it would lose a little bit of pressure. So from time to time, I have to raise the chair again because it's slowly sinking. So I am really in the market for a new chair, no doubt about it. But again, there is some upcoming products or upcoming chairs that I know are coming out. Actually should be out last month, but they're still not. They've been a little bit delayed. That I'm waiting for, so that's why I haven't bought anything yet. Kevin says he found a federal system that offers courier missions similar to the Empire one. Check out Sana. I actually already recorded a video, not about that specific system, because I haven't heard of that one. But I have that. That should be coming out, I think, on Saturday or something. Get the PewDiePie chair. PewDiePie makes chairs now? Okay. Oh, there's a link somewhere? Where did you post that? You can't post... you can't post links on in stream chat. Wonderful. Oh, yes, I have a quiz dog. Do I have a favorite home station beside Martin Gateway? Yeah, Jameson Memorial. There we go. Okay, let's see what we got. Just Google T-Flight Rudder pedals from Thrustmaster. Okay. Let's see. Let's go have some images of this. And it comes up with a Logitech product. Wonderful. Okay, I'll have to Google that later. Commander Brookston, thanks a lot for subscribing and welcome to the channel. Okay, let's get this thing going. Okay, let's look for some more missions here. What do we have? What do we have? Let's get something with some influence. Yeah, that's too far. That's too far. Here we have one in Haritana. We can get 5 pluses. And it's on a surface though, but it's only 30 business, so we might do this. Let's do that. That's too far. This is all too far. All too little influence. So sport hub. Let's see what we get. How's the Discord on Jameson? I believe it's 10% flat discount on ships and modules. It's not that much the discount. I mean, the discount is nice, but it's mainly because they just have everything. So I know if I go there, they're gonna have everything I need. It just makes experimenting with builds a lot easier, and just fitting in general is a lot easier when you know you can just go one place. And it's not that far from Martin Gateway. So again, we have a lot of those first class. We really need those first class cabins, but again, 30,000, that's too far. So we could have done this one, right? They actually want to go to Rhea. Passenger missions to Rhea. Yay! Oh god. But we don't have any first class cabins, so we'll have to pass on that. And this one is like no influence at all. So we'll pass on that one as well. Let's try to check out open. Yeah, as Derek says, that Lil Young systems, they give a 15% discount, so they're slightly better. But again, then you have to find a system that's decently stocked before you begin to do anything like that. And hello from, say hello from Italy. And I says, ciao. Nice. Influence. Ooh, we have lots of good stuff here. Haritari, you need to be careful with Haritari. See? I don't want to go there. That's too far. We can go... Could we have something that goes... We have 2 here. Again, that goes to the same system as before. Could it be that they're going to the same station? They are. So we're definitely going to pick this one up again. Maybe we should just try to... Where did it go? There it is. Maybe we should just go for Katok and only take missions there. It seems to be possible. Someone says, thank you for the video on modular turtles. We're looking for them for ages. You're very welcome. Okay, so now that one's dried up. Let's see if we go and jump back into another private group. We can get some more missions. We are getting slowly filled up with missions here. Oh, 4 available. Oh, there's a good one to Haritana. And it's the same station as before, isn't it? Kai's Folly. I believe it is. It is. And that's another 5 pluses. I'll take that, thank you. So then we have one here. It's a triple destination one. For 5 influence. I don't think it's worth it. Because it's 3 destinations, even though they are probably fairly easy to get to. and we can make most of them in very few jumps, I don't think it's worth it. We're gonna jump back into solo, and then we're gonna head out with the next set of missions here. This was a good one. I believe we got something like 15 points here. Let's see how we're doing for cabins. We have 4 business, that's no good, but we have 2 times 8 economy passengers for the passenger cabins. So that could work. Could find something there, but I think the borders just should still be empty. No, there's actually 1 mission. Okay, it's the same one as... Oh, it's a different one, but same type of mission. That wants to go to all kinds of crazy places. Okay, time to head out, and let's start with her Haritana, just for the lots. So I've seen a lot of discussions about the crate. How do we end up pronouncing it? Crate. Should rhyme on with kite, so I guess crate. Okay, can you decide what you want to do? Thank you. I've seen a lot of discussions about the size of the ship, which we, of course, I don't think I've seen any confirmations. I don't the design. When I saw the design to start with, I just initially thought that's going to be a small ship, but then again, the cockpit is quite small. Then if it's a small ship, the cockpit should have been like bigger on the model. Then again, do we really need more medium ships? It's just been medium ships after medium ships lately, I think. I would really love to see some expansion in the small ship area. Do I think bonus weekends will be back soon? Oh, this is a surface base. Okay, fair enough. I definitely think they will. I would be surprised if they weren't. It seemed to be... It got such an overwhelmingly positive feedback. Now, Frontier now knows that they should probably announce a Galnet article at the same time, just to please the immersion players or the role players in the game. But I definitely think it's something that's gonna come back. The question is how often. I mean, I was hoping that it was something that would happen at least once a month. If it's something that's only gonna happen once a quarter or something like that, every other month, then it's I would hope that this would be something that would be predictable. I think if they made it predictable, that would be a huge addition to the game. And I know it doesn't... Then you have the whole lore thing about how would you predict these gold rushes when they show up, stuff like that. But just like the community goals, I mean, you can kind of predict when the various community goals are gonna be. You could like plot it in a calendar, and then you would know exact, or not exactly, but you would have a good guess on where they would be. If they did kind of the same thing, because then people could plan for it. Then people with limited game time, which is a lot of in Elite. I mean, Elite's average player is a lot older than in many other games. So a lot of people will have like families and kids they need to take care of. So they have less time to play. So therefore, having these gold rush weekends makes a lot of sense, because then if people would know in advance when they would be able to plan ahead, and it would definitely, I think, it would add a lot of good things to the game. I would agree. Monthly would be really good. Something like first weekend of the month or second weekend of the month, or something like that. Yeah, again, we can see people posting ages here. And without spoiling too much, I can tell you that my average viewer, you know what? I'm not gonna post it or put it up live on the stream though, but I can just go in and quickly check it here. How old my average viewer is? Can we get guesses here? Guesses in chat. How old do you think my average viewer is? Let's go to demographics. Let's just try not to crash into the planet. Okay, let's see here. We have people guessing. Oh, lots of guesses. Some were guessing 9, 45, 35, 26, 23, 30, 40, 22. The average viewer is about 33. So whoever guessed 33 is pretty spot on. Over 9,000. Now that would be surprising. Okay, now that we're guessing, having the guesswork here, what do you then think the male to female ratio is? How many men are watching the channel compared to women? So how many percentage of the channel is men? Could get some guesses here. See if I can actually sum this up. Oh, come on. Okay, let's see what people are guessing. We have 94.4. I would say everybody who's above 99% is pretty close. It's a dangerous topic. No, it's fun. It's all fun and games. No, I enjoy just sitting and sometimes watch through the statistics because there are some interesting things there sometimes. Oh, and that is 5 points right there, and another 5 points. So I can just add 10 points to my list. Woohoo! Patrick says, excuse me, but I identify a Dodge pickup truck and I don't conform to your gender norms. Yes, I did get that with sarcasm. Ask us by faction, is it dependent? Nope. It's a federal democracy. That means that we like elections. Dude, you need to start wearing a uniform to get your fee. Elite Dangerous Crossplay. Chris, thanks a lot for subscribing and welcome to the channel. I did actually think of that it could be fun to do some kind of some like, I don't know, anything that could use doing live streams. So that would, I mean, I already have the background. I mean, if I put over to the main camera here, you can see we already have the background, the ship background here. Wow, there's a lot of. You can see my shadow here. The green screen is messing up when the shadow is cast on it. Now, so we already have the background. So it could be fun if you could do something like Commander-ish. The main problem would be the headgear, I think. So I was looking at those. I don't know if you guys have seen this. Now these like full face diving masks that kind of looks a bit like a commander helmet, like the emergency helmet visor that goes down. I'm just not sure how well it would look at the end, but needs more bobbleheads. Thank you for flying D2E Airways. Commander Geistman, thanks a lot for subscribing as well, and welcome to the channel. Oh, I should probably throttle up so we can begin moving. Reason YouTube exists is because of cats. Oh, oh god. Patrick says, I want ED to get much support. Oh god. Paul, thanks a lot for subscribing and welcome to the channel. D2E, do I fancy the World Cup finals? I've never really been a football, never really been that much, I mean, into sports, to be, I mean, the only sports that I enjoy watching is like snooker or other like silly sports, stuff that you rarely see. That's sometimes fun to watch, but football, that's never been my thing. I mean, sure. If Denmark, I mean, for the guys who don't know I'm from Denmark, but if Denmark ended up coming in like the final, then sure, I might sit down and watch it. But unless that happens, I'm probably not gonna pay too much attention. Angry cat noises with weapons deploy. But okay, so talking about enabling, first of all, enabling mods for Elite Dangerous is not going to happen. I don't think Dread Frontier is going to allow people to do that. But that being said, let's just imagine that it happened. What would be really nice would be beginning to see tools like stuff like ED Engineer, for instance, being like implemented into the game. So you could have a extra tab, for instance. You could add extra tabs to your navigation panels out here, where you would have a material calculator. Maybe it would be over here together with your inventory, be a second step on the list here. Something like that. Stuff like that I could see being extremely useful. So maybe if they would just unlock the menus, so you could add menus and access the in-game data, that would probably be very useful. But I don't know, unlocking cosmetics so people could suddenly be flying around in weird-looking ships with like. Problem is then if you unlock the cosmetics so people could just make their own paint jobs and stuff like that, then they would pretty much remove the income that they gain from the game. Dimitri, thanks a lot for subscribing as well. Okay, got a notification sound, but no. Okay. So I could see the benefit of unlocking parts of the game to modding, but again, the cosmetics is never gonna happen. As fun as it would be to be able to fly around in, I mean, the first thing I would do is I would write a mod to the Corvette, so it would be a huge flying cucumber. But other than that. Most poisonous ship in the game is Beluga. Unless you want to run luxury missions. That's one thing that it does very well. But other than that, it's a shame that it's just outclassed by the Anaconda. Oh, landing gear. Great. Patrick says, my boss keeps interrupting me watching the stream. He expects me to actually work.
Landing complete. Ship secured.
And here we have it. That's another 5 points. I believe the last one here was 3 points. So that's another 8. Okay. Oh, Radek, thanks a lot for subscribing and welcome. Before we continue, I need to go and get a glass of water because otherwise I'm not going to survive for another hour. So I'll be right back, and that gives me a good opportunity to test if my be right back scene is working. Let's see. That seemed to work quite well. And we have Inimer. Hello, Inimer. Okay, much better. Okay. Time to head back to LP again. So what are we up to so far here? Let's see on my list here. We're at 31 points so far. Commander Evolution, hello and welcome. People are talking about which ship to get. Ooh, wow, 912, we're getting close. Oh, yeah, again, as I said, make that 13. Phoenix, thanks a lot for subscribing as well. Oh, that's actually interesting. When Frontier releasing a ship kit that allows you to remove the spoiler from the Type 10. Well, never. The Type 10 kit has a spoiler for the spoiler. The spoilers need more spoilers. Okay, interesting question here from Robert. Okay, let's get this straight. What do you want to be called? Dave, D2EA, or Astro? D2EA it's more like an abbreviation for the channel name. I prefer Astro myself, but you can use Dave if you want. You can use D2EA as well. They all work just fine. But if I were to if I had to choose one, I prefer Astro. Eden, thanks a lot for subscribing as well, and welcome. Putting a spoiler on a spaceship is brilliant game design. Pretty much sums it up. Yep. Okay, so Astro, where does it come from? So okay. Anyway, so about the name, back in... Yeah, when was this? This is a long time. Okay, back in the days when Diablo 2 was the thing that you played. Diablo 2 was the first game that I really got into, that I played for like hours and hours and hours. I've been playing other games before that, but that was the thing that got me hooked on gaming. That was Diablo 2, and I still enjoy that hack and slash type of game. But anyway, so back then, I was playing Diablo 2, and I had to create a name for my my battle tag, and this was like back in like elementary school, I think. But I'm that young compared to some of you guys in chat. Anyway, but. I had to find a name, and then I decided, okay, I need to find something that that doesn't directly I want something that doesn't directly refer to who I am, so it shouldn't be like my last name or something like that. But I still wanted to be something unique, something that said something about me, rather than just take some random thing that I think sounded cool. So I ended up, if you look at my, can I see this somewhere? Status, functions. Okay, I can't see my commander name while in space. Maybe up here. Maybe in a message. Maybe they write my name. No, they don't. Anyway, my commander name in game is MP_Astro. As many of you will probably know. Now, the Astro part, which is the interesting part here, is because that ever since I was, like, pretty much ever since I started school, there was two things at the beginning of school that interested me. One of them was dinosaurs, one of them was space. Now, the dinosaur thing kind of died, and don't really care much for that anymore, but the whole astronomy thing, that kind of sticked. And that's why I decided to go and study astrophysics, and that's why I'm playing space games now, and that's why I'm such a huge space nerd, because I just really like astronomy, and everything that's more than 100 kilometers from the surface of the Earth piques my interest. So that's why that's where the Astro part came from. And the MP at the beginning is the initials of my name.
Landing authorized.
And the keen viewer will then know, but Dave, there's no D in MP. And you're absolutely right, there's not. Which is because that Dave is not my real name. Come on, thrusters! There we go.
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah, hello Hal. Yeah. Whoa, what the hell? What? Exactly. Iron is getting it. It's a reference to 2001: A Space Odyssey. Let's try that again. Okay.
Landing successful. Deploying.
Loffin says thank you for money guides that he now has an anaconda. You're very welcome. Would I move to the moon or Mars if I got the offer? That depends a lot on the infrastructure already established there. I wouldn't move there as a first settler, but if it was, if like the whole infrastructure was already there and there were easy access to transport back to Earth, so I mean, because if I moved, I probably wouldn't be able to bring like all my friends, family, and all that stuff. So I probably would only. Harry, thanks a lot for subscribing. I would probably only do it if the infrastructure was already in place, so that you could get back for special events like Christmas and stuff like that. That would be difficult on Mars due to the travel time, but Moon could be doable. I didn't rename my ship Murder Turkey. Okay, let's pick up some more missions here. Talking about relocating, I like. I don't know if you've seen that talk. Elon Musk was asked the same question. If he would, he was asked if he would like to die on Mars, and he replied, "Yes." He said, "I wouldn't mind dying on Mars, just not on impact." And I think that's a beautiful comment. What do we have here? Lots of influence going to and these are tourists. These are business, only 24 of them. Do I like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? Yeah, I enjoyed it. I haven't read the book, but that's actually, maybe I should do that. That's actually, I like the movie they made, but I should actually consider reading it. I listen to a ton of audiobooks when I drive my daily commute to and from work. And because they're audiobooks, you get through them quite quickly. Because I can just sit and listen to them when I have some spare time. This one looks pretty good. We're gonna pick this one up. Okay. So these are both multiple destinations thingies. And see, this one is luxury. Just 2 luxury cabins. And then go to 2 places and get... Well, that's a crappy mission. Time for board hopping. one more question based on your accent. What country are you in? I am from Denmark. And Tom CC121. Thanks a lot for subscribing. What do we have here? Oh, which system was... Oh, we were heading to Norus City in Esmundi. We have another one here to Esmundi. Also the same. It's only 2 influence, but it's 18 business. Let's keep this in reserve. This could be good. This one, no. You know what? Just because it's to the same station, I'm gonna pick it up. We still have enough to take at least one more with 5. And the rest is first class and luxury, which we do not have. We only have economy and business. We don't do that luxury. Was that open? I think that was open. Let's head into a private group. No, I know, my accent is far from... Most people confuse me from German. I mean... I always find it funny because it's impossible to avoid. But, oh, look... Oh, hold on. That's not the right mission board. It's possible to avoid, and of course there will always be someone who will comment on my accent. Doesn't really happen that often, but it happens from time to time that people comment. And often when people do that, when you go and look at where they're from, it's often native English speakers who have a problem. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that everybody's like that, but sometimes you just meet people who are like that. And I find it funny that people who are native English speakers, or some people who are native English speakers, will criticize people for not speaking their language fluently. I mean, I'm making videos in a language that's not my mother tongue. It's not my main language. It's my second language. So I frankly just think that's a little weird, but that's just me. Yeah, have another film name. Yes, and not the mission board. Passenger lounge. There we go. Ooh, 9:20. We're getting there. I feel like this is beginning to loop around. We should probably go to solo to try and get some interesting stuff out of that board, because this one is drying up a bit. I want one more 5+ mission before we leave, at least, because even though we have 7 points to 1 station, which is pretty good, I would like to have a second stop. If we could find another by 2 pluses to this station, that would be great as well. Another 5 point would be awesome, but see, no, that's no good. I don't want to fly 6,500 light years, even though I have 3 weeks to do it. Do we really have to fly with only 2 missions? I mean, it would be slightly faster to come back again. Okay, let's go open, then a private group, and if nothing shows up in the private group, we're just gonna go with what we have. Ooh. Chris, thanks a lot for becoming a Patreon. You know what? Where is Chris? If you are you watching? Are you watching? I think I've seen him in chat at some point. I'll contact you after the stream, because that was I believe that was a $10 Patreon. So I'll contact you after the stream so we can set up if you want to be part of the end scene on the videos. We will get that sorted out. And thanks a lot, by the way. Thanks a lot for the support. Whee! Okay, so nothing in open. Let's keep moving. Private group, nothing there. We're gonna move out. And dansk bacon er det bedste. Danish bacon is the best. Robert says that he's a Patreon as well. Thanks a lot. That the $10 he provides a month has saved me more than the videos I provided saved me more than the $10 in headaches in game. I think it's actually quite fun. That Elite is one of those games that's actually not that difficult if you know how. For instance, the 24-hour live stream thing. I definitely think it's possible to reach the Anaconda in 24 hours of gameplay. But you need to know how. You need to know exactly where to go, what to do. And that's why it sometimes takes people years to get to the Anaconda. Because if they don't know, if they just, like, I don't know, mine, and then mine until they have Anaconda, then it's going to take a while. Oh, we actually have one here for Haritana. You know what? Let's pick that one up. Could we? Yes, please. Thank you. Are you not using Road to Riches for it? I'm still developing the tactic for it, but I am pretty sure Road to Riches is going to play a role in that live stream, at least in the early game. I think the first few steps would probably be like right when you start, you get a data delivery mission. So try to get other missions to the same area and then fly those, because you need. The start sidewinder you have, it's very well engineered actually. The start sidewinder you have limit you to, I think, around 15 systems. You can't get out of those 15 systems simply because that your frameshift drive does not have enough range. So the first step would be to be able to get a sidewinder with a little bit more range, and then begin to find a good system for to find maybe not a hash rest, but at least find a resource extraction site. Follow the police around for a bit and just shoot whatever they're shooting and collect the bounties. And then probably do that until you have a few millions. And then you could go over and begin getting yourself a Diamondback Explorer and begin to kit that out. Because as soon as you have the Diamondback and you get an advanced discovery scanner, surface scanner, and decent frameshift drive, you're pretty much good to go to start doing your Road to Riches. You could alternatively go for the Cobra, but the Diamondback is probably going to be good in the long run. That's at least the initial plans. Where we're going to go from there, I don't know. And yeah, I know you can get good jump rates in the Sidewinder, but problem is we need to get good jump rates in the ship without spending too much money, because we're not going to have too much money. That's the whole point. So I'm thinking it's going to be something along those lines. It's going to be my initial moves. Okay, we're not really getting anything else. We got that one extra mission for 5 points, so I think we're going to head out. Let's get that there. There we go. Robert says that he's not really into to combat, but he tried the cube combat build and enjoyed it. It is, I must admit, it's a very enjoyable build to fly. I really enjoy that build. Yeah, Hauler could be a good ship as well to go with. of the Diamondback can just be made a little bit more versatile. And the trick is, you want to buy as few ships as possible. No, you can just sell them. But every time you have to go and buy a new ship, it takes time. And in a 24-hour stream, time's going to be money. So I want to try and get as few ships upgrades as possible. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be Diamondback, and then just use the Diamondback to get whatever ship number 2 or 3, Sidewinders would be number 1. But whatever's going to be the next one after the Diamondback, just get the money for that. And then after that ship's going to be the Anaconda. The one after the Diamondback might be a Python. Because you can go and do trading, you can go do passenger missions with it. There's lots of good stuff you can do with a Python. It's a really versatile ship. You can refit it for combat if you want to. Mining, maybe. Jump into the Python is mediocre, I think. It's not one of those extremely long-range jumping ships. But it's okay. If time is money, it's an ATM a time machine. I guess you could say so. I mean, if you could have an in-game ATM where we could just go and print money. Well, there have been some of those in the past, but oops. Getting a little closer. Oh, hold on. Chris. Did I miss a comment somewhere? Robert says that I only have 24 hours, would be too long to gather mats. Well, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, I see. Okay. Technically Brilliant asked, do I still live at home? You mean with my parents? No. Jay asked, can you buy a ship at a discount in James Memorial and sell it, and then sell it at another station? Yes, you can, but you're not gonna get, more money for it. The resale price is based on your buy price, and it's the same thing actually with your rebuy costs. So if you buy a ship, I believe it is at least, if you buy a ship at a station with a discount, you're also going to get a discount, the same discount on your rebuy cost. Oh, gravity. Whoops. Yeah, that's my bedroom in the background. I just live inside an Anaconda. Passenger lounge. Ooh, 921. I was actually surprised. Where did we start? Like 890? Wait, didn't we have a mission to this station here? What's going on? Passenger lounge. Try that again. Do I have a cat? No, I don't have a cat. Oh, there we go. We have to change the destination. No, we don't want to go here anymore. Well, get off my ship. Ah, there we go. Alternate destination. You can go. No, but we do not have cats. We have 2 bunnies instead. Would I rather restart the game of flying Asp Scout forever? That's easy. I would definitely restart the game rather than fly the Asp Scout forever. Not because the Asp Scout is necessarily a bad ship, but because it would limit a lot in what you could do if you only have access to the Asp Scout. And you could progress so quickly through the game. Now, as I said earlier, Elite is not a difficult game to progress in if you know how. So as soon as you have the know-how, it's fairly straightforward. I mean, you could get your Empire rank up from no ranks to King in 5 hours if you want to. And if you can get the Anaconda in 24 hours of gameplay, and let's say you need a little bit more for the Federation rank, let's say you can do that in 6 hours. Then we're looking at, what, 30-something hours, and you're flying an Anaconda and both King and Admiral. I mean, from there on, it's just about grinding some money, grinding some materials, and then there's engineering unlocking. I don't know. Interesting. How quickly could you actually reach endgame? Like, I want Anaconda, I want Corvette, and I want Decoder, and I want to be King and Admiral, and I want to have all the engineers unlocked. How quickly could you do that? Gameplay wise. Which rank is harder to get? Combat. Definitely combat. Because both trade rank and exploration rank is built on profit. And that means that if you just find a way or find some mission that gives you that kind of rank, then you can just stack those missions and keep running them. And you can do that with trade, and you can do that with exploration, because some passenger missions will count toward exploration. Oh, hey, hold on, I should find the station here. There it is. But combat is not tied up to how much money you're making from combat. That's tied up to how many ships you kill. So I would definitely say that's the one that takes the longest. Not including CQC. CQC doesn't exist, so that doesn't count. Dangerous 29%. I think I'm definitely 17%. So I haven't been working that much on my rank, but it just comes like slowly, naturally. Eventually it will be triple elite. Then we can consider going for CQC, but I don't think I want to do that. Yeah, CQC. If you go team battle, you're never gonna get a battle. If you go free for all, there's a chance you will get something. Often, if you want to get into a battle in CQC, you will have to try and get a group of friends together and all queue up at the same time. Then there's a chance you will get in. I don't understand why they don't just ditch the CQC part of the game. Maybe because it's just so low maintenance that they don't have to do anything about it, so it's pretty much free for them to keep it in there. But, I don't know. It seems like CQC could have been good, but they should have launched it as a completely separate game. It shouldn't have been implemented as an elite game. As into the elite game. It should just be a completely separate thing. They could have used all the models, and they could use the lore, and they could use like everything exactly as they did. They just need to make it a full-fledged game on its own, which is not really right now. I think it's too little content in it. Can you CQC co-op? Exactly, more content into CQC. More ships, maps, assets, yeah. More roles, I think. I mean, maybe do specialized modules that would like give some of the ships healing beams or something like that. But yeah. CQC crap quality content. I've never seen that one before.
Access granted. Proceed to landing pad 39er.
Oh, oops. 39er, right there. Okay, I can see what Daniel's saying here. The CQC isn't necessarily bad, it's just very limited and feels like a demo. Yeah, it feels half done, which I guess what you mean when you say demo. It's not really a complete thing. Okay, so that would be 5 points. And, oh, what can we get? Strange wake solutions. Do we want strange wake solutions? Or do we want some money? I think I want strange wake solutions. It's only 2 points. So that would be another 7 points. And Ahappa daughter. Ahap daughter. Thanks a lot for subscribing. Okay, I believe that was the last of the missions. It was, so we can now complete our circuit here and go back to where we came from. We're doing pretty well.
Ship release. Observe station regulations on exit.
Patrick says, when I live stream, I run from space cops, blow up generators, and sneak around the ground bases. I get 1 viewer. You grind for a few hours, you get hot. Explain this. Now, I haven't seen your channel, but a lot of it is, I mean, when the channel already has a decent size, it's getting exposed to more people, so that naturally draws in more people. And a good live stream is not always about the like what you're doing on screen. That can of course be some of it. I mean, we have done streams in the past where the focus has been a lot on what's going on screen, but it's not. It's not today. Today's live stream is a little bit more casual. It's more about like sitting and talking to you guys in chat, and what's actually happening on screen is more secondary to what we're doing. We might as well like switch the two, so we have the game in the corner and just my face filling up most of the screen. But since this is after all an Elite Dangerous stream, I decided we might better keep it big, right? Keep as the main part of the screen. So there are different types of stream. Depends what you want to do. And you have to learn to talk to yourself. It's not as much talking to yourself as it is. Okay, if I would give one tip to people live streaming, that is to practice to always think aloud. Whatever you're doing, try to always think out loud. Say what you're thinking all the time, because no matter what you're doing, you're always thinking about something. And hopefully it has something to do with the game. So always make sure to try and narrate what it is you're thinking. Even though what you're thinking might very well be wrong, it helps when people are watching to get to follow your train of thoughts. Because let's say I was sitting looking at a mission board and I was just sitting and thinking, no, I don't want that mission, I don't want that mission, I don't want that, oh, I want that mission because of that and that and that, and oh, and that destination is good because it's the same as the other. All that thing, if I didn't say that out loud during the live stream, and I just suddenly like been sitting staring at the screen for 2 minutes and decide I want that mission, people wouldn't know why. They wouldn't understand why did I choose that mission over the 5 others that were offered to me. So it's always about trying to narrate what you're doing when you are live streaming, and trying to always explain what it is you're doing and why you're doing it. And it gives people something to talk about in chat. I mean, then people can comment on it, and they might, again, as I said, you don't necessarily have to be right about what you're saying. It's just that people can comment on it, and hopefully people will point out if I say something that's not right. If I say something that's wrong, but people will point it out, and then right there you've opened the discussion about if it's something you disagree on. You mentioned we need more smaller ships. I bet the Challenger... No, the Challenger will be medium. That was confirmed during LavCon. It is also bigger and has more armor than the Chief. The Challenger will be a medium ship. There was discussions whether it would be large, but I think they confirmed during LavCon that it is going to be a medium ship. Did I go too late? No, I did not.
Be aware, weapon fire restrictions are in place in this sector.
I did not go to late con. I'm planning to go to the Frontier Expo this year, though. Assuming that that's going to be a thing. I would be surprised if it wasn't, but they haven't announced anything. I think the only thing I've heard about the Frontier Expo is going to be that there's going to be one. So yeah, I'm expecting October, November kind of thing, but yeah, I hope we're gonna get something soon. And we need more SRVs. I agree. More SRVs would be nice. Rubble, if you're running those meta alloy missions in Maya, you need to be trade elite. You're not gonna get those missions to spawn if you're not trade elite. They are rare when you are elite, and I think you would be better off spending your time trading or find other trade related missions and get elite and then go and do those afterwards. Unfortunately, this is one of those things that's just not going to work out. And Lee says, want a big chunky SRV for collecting? Yes, please. Something large, something we can, with some cargo. I wouldn't lower the speed to 15 meters a second, half speed of the current one, maybe 20. But give us more cargo hold.
Landing complete. Ship secured.
Okay, what's the time? We can do another run. And choices are influence. Oh, look at that. Oh, they are all 5 pluses. I like this. And they're all going to the other side of the galaxy. Now, we actually have 2 here that's decent. 27 tourists. And 48. That's a lot. That's 28,000. Do we want to do that? And 48 is quite a few. You know what? I think I'm going to skip that one. This is only 4 pluses though, but... Oh, but it's economy cabins. Oh. Oh, you're kidding me. We do not have enough cabins. Damn it. Okay. Now I'm sad. Okay. Do we take the long one here? I mean, 28, almost 29,000 light seconds. You think you know what? I'm gonna board her. They're probably gonna stay here anyway, so we can always come back to them. Let's see what the other boards have to offer first. So I totally read that as 28k light years. Yeah, no, thank you. So this is like a tourist fly around the whole galaxy and back kind of thing. So no, thank you for that either. It looks like the best one was actually the first one we saw. $20, $23, $31. This is the same thing. Try to go back. We might gotta pick that one up, then take the long trip, and then maybe only do that for now. Let's just count this up again. 20, 23, 31, 38. And now, of course, we have a new board. It reset. No, hold on. We have it here. Yeah. You know what, we're gonna pick this one up. Vermont Port. Even though it's a long way. Okay, so let's go and have a look. Maybe we can get lucky. And I guess we should probably have done that before. Look for boom data missions. I don't believe we have any cargo space in this one. No. We have lots of pirate lord, assassinate pirate lords missions. We have planetary scan jobs. Not really what we're looking for. Because these are so one if point. That's like waste of time. If you're in a wing, do you need to shoot the bad guy to get the reward? Yes, you do. But you can do it with just a small turret. That's all you need. You just need to do any amount of damage, and it will count. And you will get the bounty. So one small turret is all you need. Or if you really want to do that, you could, I guess, go with a fighter. But then again, you would have to have an NPC crew member, which they want taxes, so, well. Diplomatic bags. These missions suck. Political statements, these are fun. These types of missions are fun, but they give no influence, as you can see. Let's go for private group. Try to go into Mobius. It's a so high population group, there's a good chance that the boards, for some reason, are different than in the other groups. Because they've already been spawned, if you're lucky. Start by looking at the passenger board. That was not the passenger board. That's the passenger board. No, it's the same thing. Exactly the same thing. And this is 2. One last try in solo. And if we don't get anything, I'm just gonna go and run with a 1 mission here. Oh god. Passenger lounge. Come on, RNGesus. Give me good missions. Oh, yes. 6 available missions. Whee! We have one here for 4 pluses and... Oh, whee. That's 45. That's a lot. The rest of these are... We have another one here, also 4, but that's our Heikel. But that's only 27. We had this one before, didn't we? You know what, we're gonna pick it up. That means we're not gonna be able to take the 45 one. See, that's one now down here, there, in not available. This one is like multi-stop, long range, long range, long range. Okay, it seems like the board's just refreshed. So we're just gonna take a look at this board in here. Still have the chain missions and the political statement. So now that it seems the board's just refreshed, we're just gonna give this one more loop. Spike553, thanks a lot for subscribing. Let's see, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. 2, that's the same thing. So, okay, so this is the same. Normal mission board is probably the same as well. Oh, Naquadria. Oh, yes. Yes. Someone's been watching Stargate. Okay. Private group and check the board and then we leave. Hey, we did have Spike in the chat. Hello and welcome. Nope. Nope. And we're gonna open the mission board and we're gonna have 4 missions available. And one of them is gonna be the political statement thingy. Where them goats at? I don't know where them goats are gone. Yeah, bad political statement mission. Okay. We'll leave with what we have. Let's start with the one in Gara Heikel. Ooh, 925. Will you look at... Oh, that's actually way more than I mean, I was expecting that we might be able to push past the 9,000 or 90,900 mark during the live stream. We already gone like, oops, we already got a quarter of the way. That's awesome. Oh, we have what do we have here? Oh, it's Inamer. Run! Hello, Inamer. See if he's still here. What is he doing? He's just docked. There he is. Michael says, thanks for the video on Empire rank. Went from 0 to king in a few hours. You're very welcome. Federal video is recorded and uploaded and will be out sometimes this week. I believe, let me just check actually. I can do that right here. Why did I drift back into mass lock range? How? Where's the station? Oh, there it is. Okay, we drifted back into mass lock range. Okay, we outside mass lock again. No, I want to check videos for tomorrow. Tomorrow will be 2 videos. We will have how to unlock the Dweller. So, continuing my series on unlocking all the engineers. Commander DK says, let's hit 20k. I think 20k is a little ambitious for this stream, but I hope I can stream. And the other videos that's coming out is going to be another rapid fire guide, and this time we're going to look at docking. Gonna look at like the new player guide for docking, basically. Is notoriety too bad? No, it's not too bad. It will dissipate very quickly. But you can't pay off your bounties until your notoriety is gone. What's my notoriety actually at? I should probably check that. Because I have been doing some crime. 0. It's not a crime if you get away with it. So that's the videos for tomorrow. That's, yeah, rapid fire guide and unlocking engineers. I often try to launch those together because they're both like fairly small videos, so just, yeah, launch those together makes sense. And then on Saturday it is Federation rank missions these. And next week has not been recorded yet, but I think I might have to do that money making thing I've been working on for a while now. Lots of emails. I'll do that after the stream. And people pinging me on Discord again after the stream. Okay. So Tonems is saying, I don't like being a criminal. Well, it's not technically being a criminal. The missions I've been running was kill pirate leaders kind of missions. So basically there's this pirate or terrorist leader in another system, and you fly in, you kill him. But since the authority of the system, for some reason, even though he is wanted, you still get a bounty for killing him. So it's kind of illegal, but you're killing terrorists, so guess that's okay. I don't know. And we're getting interdicted. Yeah, there's always two sides to a story. Oh crap. Come on. Slow ship. There we go. Okay, got it now. There we go. Now it makes sense why you always get interdicted close to docking. Because your ship slows down as you approach the dock. It automatically slows down. But the ship behind you can just keep going full speed if they want to. That's why they will always catch up to you when you are close to the dock. Which is why that's when you're getting interdicted. Okay, gonna do something a little dangerous here. We're gonna try to boost past the noob hammers and hope we do not get hit. Oh. I think we're clear. It's close, but we are clear.
Access granted. You are go for approach to pad 17.
Superpod, thanks a lot for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. And let's get this thing on the landing pad.
Solid contact. Power down your engines. Welcome to the station, Commander.
Part-time terrorists spend the rest of the week doing charity work. Often when you come into the instance where the pirates oh no, that's not right. where the pirates are. They have like, there's like the main leader in the middle, and then he has a couple of guys around him, and they're all just sitting there staring at a Thargoid sensor. So I don't know what they're up to, but it has something to do with Thargoids. Okay, am I completely mad, or did I not have a mission to the station? I landed at the wrong station. I am clearly getting tired now. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. How far am I actually into this whole... Oh, let's undock first. Let's look at that afterwards. I'm doing the most fun and engaging gameplay in Elite. I'm waiting my 4 weeks to get access to some power play weapons. And I can't remember how far. I don't think I've even passed a week yet. Okay, 1 week, 2 days. It's not bad. Jeffrey says, gotta go and sleep. When will be your next stream? Next stream will be okay. Next scheduled stream will be Tuesday next week. So same time next week. So exactly the same as this one. But there might be a bonus stream sometimes during this week when I'm trying to see if I can get a stream going when I'm passing 20,000 subscribers. But I'm actually not sure if I'm going to be able to. But I'll try. So, might be a bonus stream. What I'm going to do, I have no idea. But other than that, next scheduled stream is going to be next week. Tuesday is power play tick. No, that's Thursdays. That's on Thursdays that the power play ticks. Yeah, have a good evening. Hope to see you next time. And we still have. I just remember that I still have this one. In Ikui, we have to go 29,000 light seconds. Whew. That's gonna be fun. So yeah, if you're grinding for your weapons, for power play weapons, you have to wait until you have you're on your 3rd week, and then before the Tuesday. No, wait, how is it? Yeah, so when you have a Thursday where you have been there for 4 weeks, so the first Thursday after your 4th week has passed, that's when you get access to the weapons. So that's the week where you will have to do your merits. No, I don't. And here we go, interdiction. Oh, no, not towards the planet, not towards the... Oh, I forgot to throttle up. Damn it, I submitted. This could be bad. Who's interdicting us here? Oh, it's, yeah. That's not good. He's gonna open fire in a bit. All pips to shield. So he's gonna drop out as come out of. He's not out yet. Where the hell did he go? Oh, there he is. So I'm gonna try to do a spiral down to the planet instead of approaching it directly, because he needs to get behind me, and if I'm flying in circles and spiraling down, it's gonna be more difficult for him to try and get behind me. So I want to keep approaching the planet here. You can hear him fly around me right now. It's not the fastest way to approach a planet, but it's gonna help avoid getting interdicted. See, there's the planet. So we're now gonna go into a low orbit here. And this is when you're vulnerable, because this is when you're not turning.
Orbital flight engaged.
Oh, come on. I think I managed to shake him off. At least we are so close to the planet now that I don't believe he can actually interdict us here. Oh, it's not quite over the horizon yet. This is a small planet. Okay, here we go. There we go. And thanks a lot for subscribing, and welcome to the channel.
Releasing Delta 2 Echo. Federal Flight Control requires that you request docking permission before approaching the port.
So one problem I have with the Anaconda is when you're approaching a planet, you can't really read the gravity unless because there's this thruster thing in the way. But it's a 0.1 G, so not too bad.
Landing gear deployed.
Your approach is good, Commander. Do not adjust vector.
Come on, thrusters. I need bigger thrusters on this thing. It is not very maneuverable in a gravity field. Okay, I think I got it now. Ah, come on. There we go.
Landing sequence completed.
Okay, so now landed on the right station, we can hand in the mission. For 4 influence, yay! Just gonna put that down on my little list here. And that was all we had here, right? Yes, it was. And it's below the horizon. Of course it is. Let's get rid of the mash lock and let's get out of here. Okay, I think what we're gonna do... Oh, what the hell? Something just popped up in the primary inbox. Oh, okay, I need to reply to that email later. Nice. Where is it? So this is something that I've been wanting to try and figure out. When you have to move to a system that's below the horizon, what's the fastest way? Should you just go up and then go straight into orbit? Or what angle would be best? And I guess it depends on the size of the planet, because often the higher you go, the faster you fly, but you fly slower when you go upwards, when you are not going in a straight orbit. So it seems to me that the further you have to go around the planet, the higher you should go. So at some point I would probably now begin to actually orbit the planet instead, because now it's so close. And then as soon as it's above the horizon, start the charge, keep orbiting, and there you go. Okay, so you go straight up. That's like kind of one of the extremes. Yeah, go straight up until you have enough speed and then just go around until... Yeah, that might work as well. I demand a big version of the Python. Well, Anaconda? Isn't that the big version of the Python? Okay, so... Ooh, that's a big planet. Wow! What? Radius? That thing is 3 times the size of the Earth. Wait, what? Have you seen it rotates here? Have they always done that? This one does not. Gravity 2G. Humongous planet. No. Yeah, 18 Earth masses, but the gravity is 2G. So it's landable. So this means that when they're rotating, that they're not tidally locked, I guess, or because this has a rotation period of 15.7 days. Yeah, it's almost tidally locked. It takes 20 days for this thing to go around the star, but only 15 days. How close is this? 0.18, that's a big planet, very close to a star. So this one tidally locked. Rotation period, 0.6 of a day. Interesting. What else can we... Huh. Wait, what? Orbital inclination minus 124 degrees? You know what? That's a captured object. Yeah, it is. It's a captured object. Look at this. You can see it on the orbital parameters here. So a normal planet like this, what you would expect when you see a planet. Now we're going to do some astrophysics here. What you expect to see from a planet that is built from the same cloud, or is built together with the rest of the solar system, what you see is a very low inclination, so it's very close to the plane of the rotational orbit of the star, like this one, very low inclination, and that this is how elliptical it is. If this one was 0, that means it's a perfect circle. So these ones are orbiting in what's close to a perfect circle, right? This one has a little bit. See? This one has a little bit here, 0.1. And it has a little bit of inclination. So this one might be captured as well. But this one, look at this. It's way off. It's almost, so if this was the star, you know what? Hold on, how far are we off? 5,000. Okay, I'm going to slow down because we need more time. Hold on, I'll be right back. Oh, be right back, scene. Aha! Whoop. Okay, so we're still approaching, and I'm just going to slow the ship down so we have plenty of time here. Let me get over to the main camera here. So, I brought planets, so we have something to show you guys. This is actually Venus, but we're going to pretend this to be a star today. And this is going to be a planet. It's actually Earth, but that's okay. So, what you would expect when you see a planet is if this is the star and the star's rotating like this. Whoop, that's the star rotating. Then you would expect the planet to be rotating around it like so, in the same plane and the same direction as the star's rotating. So this is rotating. This is where the planet's going. But what the planet we just saw is this one is almost rotating like this instead. So instead of going around this way, it's going around like that. Furthermore, if we go in and have a look again, look at how elliptical the orbit is. That's quite elliptical, actually. So what you would see with a captured object, so if it were built inside the system, it would be close to a perfect circle, because that's just the mechanics of how the thing is built. But a captured object, they would be starting like somewhere up here, and then it would come in, and they would come in very close, and they would then be captured into the orbit, but they would still now be stuck in this weird orbit. So you can see if they come in from up here, that would give it that inclination, and that very like pulled out, very elliptical orbit. So it will go out very far out, will come back in, will go very far out and come back in. So that's definitely a captured object. That's cool. I like that. Awesome stuff. Unless a heavy gravity object passed through, yeah, okay, you could argue then that it might be something like that. That it could have been notched off, but it would have been a very heavy object. I still think Elite needs ring worlds and Dyson spheres. Now I kind of want to go back at some point to that star. Hold on, let me get back into Elite actually. Oops. There we go. And I want to go back to that planet at some point. Which system was this? I'm going to go back here and have a better look at that planet at some point. Oh, I love that. See, this is why I play Elite. It's when you come across stuff like this. Hey Matt, you like the new animations? Yeah, I really like the new look on the stream, and especially those transition thingy magics. It's really cool. Thargoid Dyson sphere. Now that would be scary. Then we need Rams asking for their porn. God, guys. Just gonna find something to put my small planets in here so they don't roll off the table. Really hate if the rabbits got the hold of those. Oops. See, again, watching stream, not paying attention. Oh, well, actually came out quite well. Okay. I mean, there's lots of like plot holes in the Elite lore. One of the major ones is the number of stations in the game. If this is supposed to be, if this is supposed to be like 1,300 years into the future, if you count the number of stations, it's something like they're gonna build a station almost every single day from now on and the next 1,300 years to build the number of stations we have in the game. That's a lot of stations. And that means starting today, we build a space station every single day. It's not perfect, but it's close enough. Okay, passenger, we actually made it out here. I actually thought I would be ending the stream on my way out here, but then I got all excited about weird planets. So let's hand that in for inf, which gives me another 5 points. And I hope that means that my transaction type is not empty. Yes, it is. Okay. Let me get my dashboard back here. Okay. So it's been quite a bit longer stream than usual. But I think it was fun anyway. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this as well. Let's actually just get the end scene up here. There we go. So, I'm gonna call it for today. I really hope you liked today's stream. If you did, remember to give the stream a like down below. And if you want to help me reach those 20,000 subscribers, remember, if you haven't already, to go down and click that subscribe button. And if you want to join the community around the channel, there's a link for Discord as well. Other things I need to remember to say, yeah, there are also links for... I have an affiliate link for the Frontier store, so if you're buying paint jobs or anything like that, you can use that link. So take that link, should be underneath the stream, and bookmark it, and then use that link whenever you buy stuff. Then I get a small referral fee. Unfortunately, there's no discount using the links, but, well, then you know a little bit of the money goes to me, and I can then use that to make better look videos. Other ways to support the channel: direct donations through Streamlabs, or, of course, Patreon. So, I am going to call it. Thanks a lot for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys in space.